Hi guys, it's ASBYT and 2019 was a big year for smartphones. Punch holes and pop-up cameras came and went, and brand competition for your money increased to breaking point. But will things die down in 2020? Of course not. And in today's video, I want to have a chat with you about two huge smartphone companies and their plans for the new year, because boy have we had some leaks. You will know from looking at the title, we are of course talking about Samsung and OnePlus with their Galaxy S11 and 8 range respectively. I'm going to be going over 7 things about each phone that you possibly don't know and really should if you're interested in getting either device. Design, camera, battery, specs, all of the goodness right here. And throughout the whole of this video, I want you to jump down in the comments and let me know which phone you're looking most forward to and the reasons why. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Right, so first up we're going to look at design, and with the Samsung Galaxy S11 range we're looking at a pretty much complete fuse of the S10 range and the Note 10 range. The token more rounded finish of the S line with the central camera cutout of the Note 10. Smaller bezels again in an ever decreasing incremental change, and on the reverse we have the rectangular shaped camera array that takes what Apple and Google have done to a whole new level. And I know for a fact there will be many comments down below about how disgusting the design is and what was Samsung thinking, but I will, as I have done with the iPhone 11 and Google Pixel 4, just nearly dropped that by the way, I've got used to it. Now apparently the 3 models, the S11, the S11 Plus and the S11e will range from Full HD Plus to Quad HD Plus AMOLED panels, and will also range between 60Hz and certain models come with 120Hz. It's going to be huge. Also, apparently they'll be sized between 6.2, 6.4 and 6.7 inches, although the actual sizes are up for a little bit of a debate. We also believe the S11 and S11e will come in 4G and 5G versions, but the S11 Plus will only come in a 5G variant. Now, OnePlus will also be releasing 3 main varieties in the 8 series: the 8, the 8 Pro, and the 8 Lite. So OnePlus jumped from 1 device twice a year to 2 devices twice a year, and now it looks like they're going to 3. Let me know how you feel about that, because there was a couple of die-hard OnePlus fans that weren't a fan of having more than 1 model per release. So the same as last year, the 8 will be the standard version, the Pro will be of course the high top-end version, and the Lite is going to be a wallet-friendly one as well. The displays will also range from Full HD Plus to Quad HD Plus AMOLED panels, but both the 8 and the Lite version will come with 90Hz refresh rate displays, which is really impressive, especially on the Lite version. It's going to be budget, it's going to be 90Hz, but the Pro is going to be apparently as well, like the S11, 120Hz. So if they can add that higher refresh rate to what they did with the 7T Pro, it's also going to be a huge phone. Now, gone are the days of the pop-up. We're now looking at a punch hole cutout for the front camera, and personally I'm not really sure which I prefer. There's certainly some durability questions about the pop-up, although I've experienced no problems, but then on the flip side you have the camera lens blocking part of the display even though it's only small. Let me know again in the comments just below the like button whether you're a pop-up or a punch hole cutout fan. The sizes on these will range unconfirmed from 6.4 to 6.44 to 6.7. Now, not too sure on this leak because I think 6.1, 6.4 and 6.7 would make more sense, but you never know. Now I'm going to jump onto camera, and Samsung have big news surrounding the S11 range. And to cut a long story short, this could be huge for Samsung fans. For years, Samsung have had really solid cameras in their devices, but recently competition has caught them up, and in some cases actually overtaken them in certain areas. So a camera overhaul seems the perfect response to this market swing, and maybe because of this I can finally use a Samsung device for a long period as my daily driver, something that I wasn't able to do as much as I loved the Samsung Galaxy S10 and the Note 10 and even the Fold. Because I'm addicted to that Pixel camera, even though potentially the phones as a whole are better, I kept going back to the Pixel. So I'm hoping the S11 finally delivers and gives me what I get on the Pixel camera, and then I get all of the benefits of the Samsung device as well. So the much hyped 108 megapixel primary sensor will be present alongside an ultra wide, a telephoto with 5x optical zoom, and time of flight depending on the models. The custom 108 megapixel sensor is apparently called the ISOCELL Bright HM1, and to cut out all the jargon, amongst other things, it's apparently going to be much improved in low light performance. Now onto OnePlus, and the camera on the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren Edition is also the main reason why I couldn't stay on this device. Ghost? Maybe just that I'm an untidy bugger. Stacking things and falling and... It was the main reason why I couldn't stay on this device for longer than a month. Love the phone, brilliant phone, but again, point and shoot nature of the Pixel, jump back. So again, from a OnePlus side of things, I feel this year could also be key in the camera department. Most leaks also suggest a rectangular setup on the top left, although it's unclear whether this is just on the Lite version. We believe all three will have at least a minimum of 3 camera lenses. A new 60 megapixel sensor will be placed on the 8 and the 8 Pro, which will also gain 10 times hybrid zoom. The Lite will have a 48 megapixel sensor, and 32 megapixel sensors will also be located on the front cameras, with an additional time of flight secondary lens on the Pro variant. This will of course help with depth perception, and apparently there's going to be 3D facial recognition as well, like we've seen on the Google Pixel 4 and on the last few iPhones. Now onto battery, and the latest leaks are 4,500 mAh on the S11 and 5,000 on the S11 Plus. If they can drop 5,000 on the Plus model, that's going to be a good one. Now the battery cells on the OnePlus range are good, they're not quite as good apparently. 4,000 on the Lite and standard, both with 30 watts warp charging. The Pro will have a 4,500 battery consisting of two 2,250 mAh cells, but it's also going to come with a 50 watts fast charger. Now fast charging technology has gone through the roof in the last year or so, it's going to be a quick one. On the flip side, apparently still no wireless charging. Baffling. For me, wireless charging and an IP68 rating minimum, in my opinion, should be on the Pro model. Apparently all three are going to be IP53 rated. It's possible with the S11 range they're going to be IP69 rated, but at the very least IP68. Now we're going to talk internals, and the S11 range are going to either be the Snapdragon 865 or the in-house Exynos 9830. There's debate on the naming of that in-house Exynos chipset, because 9830 would make sense based on the chipsets before, but apparently there's also information to suggest it's going to be the Exynos 990, which, if that is true, is going to be very confusing, considering Huawei's latest chipset is the Kirin 990. So not really sure what's going on there, but time will tell. As expected though, latest benchmarks have suggested that the S11 is going to be an absolute dreamboat of performance, and I'm not too sure where the word dreamboats come from, and I've just Googled it, and apparently it's a very attractive person, especially a man. So the S11 is going to be a very attractive man, apparently. Up to 12 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage with support for a micro SD card. OnePlus will also be using the Snapdragon 865, and that will be in both the standard and the Pro model, but the Lite model is going to come with the latest Mediatek chip, the Mediatek 1000. Corning Gorilla Glass 5 with 8 gigabytes of RAM and either 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage on the Lite, and the 8 and 8 Pro are going to have Gorilla Glass 6 with either 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage, or 12 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. Now we're still very early for colors, but there have been some rumors that on the Samsung S11 range, we're going to see pink, black and grey on the S11e, with blue, grey and black on the S11 and S11 Plus. Again, far too early to confirm anything on the OnePlus side of things, but purple is one of the colours that has been leaked, similar to the Thunder Purple that we've already seen. Now in terms of launch, we have a confirmed launch date for the S11 range of the 18th of February, which is, I think, slightly earlier than usual. OnePlus will be after this in April, May time. Now a big factor in where your decision is going to be probably revolves around price. If last year's anything to go by, the S11 range will start from around 700 UK pounds, which is right at the top of where the set of OnePlus devices is going to be with the 8 Pro. Differing variants, of course, will produce different prices, but the standard is going to be roughly around 550, and the Lite model is apparently going to come in at around 400 UK pounds. Let me know in the comments whether you think those prices are fair, and do you think that extra budget option, the Lite model at £400, do you think that's going to be a big hit, or do you think people are going to spend an extra £100, £150 and get the standard, or again jump up another £100 to the Pro? Now, I love what Samsung do, I love what OnePlus do. Together, it's going to be a fascinating battle to see who is going to come out on top in terms of popularity. Samsung are slightly top heavy in terms of price on the market, but with the Pro models, OnePlus are catching up into that flagship area, and probably for the first year, a lot of people are asking which one's going to be better for me, because Samsung are dropping their prices with the E model, so it's starting to even itself out. Exciting times here in tech. Let me know in the comments which of these two ranges you're looking forward to the most and the reasons why. Is it going to be S11 for you? Is it going to be 8 for you? Let me know. Also, depending on when you're watching this, you may have some more information, so let everyone know in the comments the latest leaks and rumours so we can all continue to get excited for these two sets of devices. Like and share if you did enjoy this video and found it helpful. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you love everything tech, news, unboxings, reviews. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. ASBYT, peace out.